Meet Brian Griffin, the suave and sophisticated yet somewhat delusional playboy of the infamous Family Guy. When he's not charming the ladies at local bars, you can catch him diligently working on his laughably bad novels, claiming they're masterpieces in the making. Today, we're embarking on a hilarious journey through Brian's life, starting from his adorable puppy days to his unusual adoption by the quirky Griffins. We'll witness his antics, his tragic, and his eventual rebirth. But what's a playboy without a colorful love life? We'll explore Brian's many relationships and delve into his heartwarming relationship with his son. And let's not forget the unforgettable feud with the one and only Quagmire. So buckle up for a roller coaster of laughter, drama, and quirky adventures as we try to answer the ultimate question: is Brian truly a good boy or just a dog with a penchant for chaos? Stay tuned and find out. Let's start with Brian Griffin's early life, which began on a farm in the sunny lands of Austin, Texas. He was one of 5 adorable puppies born to his mother, Biscuit, and father, Coco. From the very beginning, Brian's journey had its share of challenges as he was separated from his mother at a young age, giving him real abandonment issues that would linger on into his adult life. As he grew older, curiosity led him back to the farm in search of his mother and to meet his first owner. Unfortunately, he received heart-wrenching news that his mother had passed away. However, she had given him up with love in her heart, hoping he would find a better life. It was a bittersweet moment for Brian, offering some closure, but that feeling soon turned to shock when he discovered his mother had been turned into a table by her new owners. Joined by his trusty and witty baby companion Stewie, Brian made sure she received the dignified farewell she deserved. With a yearning for knowledge and a desire for better opportunities, Brian's life took a turn as he decided to pursue education at Brown University in Rhode Island. He was so close to graduating, with only one course left to complete.
I was only one course shy of graduating, and I just cracked under the pressure.
But the pressure proved too much, causing him to drop out. The unfinished business haunted him, and he knew he had to return to finally earn his degree. Despite working diligently to make up for lost time, Brian's dreams of a college diploma remained elusive. The heartache of not graduating weighed on him, but he refused to give up. Brian faced a period of homelessness, trying to make ends meet by doing odd jobs, including cleaning car windows for some cash. Life had taken an unexpected twist, but he persevered with hope in his heart. As fate would have it, Brian's life would take a remarkable turn when he met Peter Griffin. Their meeting was quite unconventional, with Peter pitifully tossing a coin to Brian, who was still on the streets. Their instant connection and the subsequent dinner invitation would forever change Brian's life as Peter and his family adopted him, giving him the last name Griffin, a gesture that made him feel wanted and loved after the losses and abandonment he had experienced. Thus, Brian embarked on a new chapter as a member of the Griffin family, forming a special bond with Peter. The two became best friends, inseparable, and sharing countless adventures together. Brian's intelligence and witty remarks made him an important voice in the household, often acting as Peter's conscience, nudging him towards the right path. Yet, amid all the hilarity and camaraderie, Brian's journey wasn't without challenges. He faced periods of self-absorption, with moments where he put his own needs above others. Despite this, when the situation demanded it, Brian proved to be loyal and self-sacrificing. In a touching moment, he offered 2 of his kidneys to save Peter's life.
I'll do it. I'll give you my kidneys.
Even if it meant his own demise. However, life is full of ups and downs, and as the years passed, Brian and Peter grew distant, spending less time together. The once close companions found themselves drifting apart. Part of the reason was the strong dislike that Quagmire had for Brian.
I'm nice to you and you still don't like me. How can you not like me?
Their feud became a constant struggle as Brian desperately sought Quagmire's approval and affection. Brian's identity as a writer was another facet of his life that shaped him. He always prided himself on his wit and intellect, believing he had a knack for storytelling. Brian poured his heart and soul into a book titled Faster Than the Speed of Love.
Faster Than the Speed of Love.
Although he boasted about his writing, he faced challenges in actually completing the book, leaving him open to teasing from Stewie, who always had a playful comment ready.
My house is made of mediocrity.
In a twist of fate, Brian's book eventually found a publisher, thanks to Kata Pitashmit's help. However, Brian's moral compass wavered when he was bribed to campaign against a cause he had passionately advocated for. The desire for success led him to make a tough decision, even if it meant compromising his principles. Now let's talk about the wild and tangled love life of Brian Griffin, the handsome and charming yet sometimes clueless playboy from Family Guy. Brian has had quite the extensive romantic journey, and let's just say, it's been a roller coaster of emotions for this talking pooch. One of Brian's longest relationships was with Jillian, a stunning but somewhat airheaded lady who didn't share much in common with our intelligent canine friend. However, their physical chemistry kept them together for quite a while. Brian enjoyed feeling intellectually superior, believing himself to be incredibly smart, even though it wasn't always the case. Unfortunately, when they finally broke up, Brian was shocked to discover that Jillian was engaged to someone else. It was a bitter realization that he had missed his chance, and he even tried to crash her wedding to win her back, but to no avail. In his quest for love, Brian stumbled upon Jess, a girl who claimed to have cancer, and a sex bucket list to complete before her time ran out. Brian, always eager for new adventures, happily helped her tick off the items on her list. Surprisingly, after going through all those experiences together, Brian found himself falling in love with Jess. Their connection felt genuine, and he cherished the time they spent together. Their love grew strong, and Brian proposed when they discovered that Jess had only 2 weeks to live. They wanted to make the most of their time together and decided to get married. However, in a crazy twist of fate, Jess miraculously recovered after the wedding ceremony. Brian found himself trapped in a marriage he wasn't ready for. And there was one problem: Jess's constant farts.
Brian, did you hear that?
He was now responsible for Jess, and it wasn't the life he had envisioned for himself. Feeling suffocated and unhappy, Brian faked his own death to escape the commitment. Peter, Brian's best friend, made him realize that marriage wasn't as easy and exciting as he had hoped. Brian's perspective changed, and he decided to give his marriage with Jess another chance. But alas, it didn't work out as they hoped, and Jess tragically died in a subsequent scene. Throughout his life, Brian's biggest crush has been on the beautiful redhead Lois, whom he lives with. The only problem, apart from being a dog and her being a human, is that Lois is married to Peter, his best friend. Despite this obstacle, Brian couldn't help sniffing around Lois and even confessed his love for her, which didn't end well. In a bizarre twist, Brian's dreams came true when he ended up marrying